In this video, we're going to take a look at the Halloween 3 Season of the Witch 3-pack from the NECA Retro Cloth line of figures. Welcome to the Swearwolves Horror Podcast YouTube channel. I'm Brett. If you're a returning subscriber, I just want to thank you for coming back. And if you're new to this channel, thanks for stopping by, and please consider clicking the subscribe button as well as that notification bell below. We upload videos on a regular basis in which we review anything and everything horror, from action figures and toys to soundtracks to various collectibles, you name it. Today, we're looking at the Halloween 3 Season of the Witch 3-pack from NECA. It's in their retro cloth 8-inch scale line of figures. Been waiting for a long time for these figures, actually. They just came in due to everything that's going on. There was a bit of a delay, but finally received word that they came in and went up and picked one up at my local comic book shop. And let's take a look. So here we got the front of the box. It says Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. The classic logo and image of the three figures walking. Actually, this image in the movie is from Phoenix, Arizona, and that's where I am at right now, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, so that's pretty much all it says on that. On the side, we just got the three masks represented, the jack-o'-lantern, the skull, and the witch. On the back, it says Silver Shamrock Novelties. Also gives us a brief description of what's inside the box. 3 posable action figures, each with interchangeable heads and hands. Featured accessories include television with lenticular effect and trick-or-treat bags. Other side, just more of the same, jack-o'-lantern, skull, and witch masks. The box does slide open, so let's go ahead and slide it on open. We see that we do indeed have the 3 figures, the skeleton and skull mask, the witch with the witch mask, and the kid with the pumpkin jack-o'-lantern mask on. Of the 3, this would probably be the one that I wouldn't have wanted. It's like he was the one whose mom was like, "Oh, this will be cute," and he's stuck going out as a jack-o'-lantern. We got lots of things in the box: witch's hat, alternate masks. We'll get into those. Alternate hands, and then of course the television set with the lenticular pumpkin on it. We'll talk about all of this once we get the box open. So, without further delay, why don't we go ahead and open the box and see what we got. Before we get to the figures, I just wanted to point out what's on the back of the interior box. We have a little advertisement for the Silver Shamrock Novelties, in which you can buy the different masks, kind of a mail-away, fake mail-away offer there. And it does show us the jack-o'-lantern, skeleton, and witch. And it shows you all the different characters there, or costumes, and then it shows you them set up for trick-or-treating, watching TV, and then, of course, what ultimately happens to them. At the top, it says, "It's almost time, kids. The clock is ticking. Halloween is almost here, and you don't want to forget your mask. Silver Shamrock Novelties is your #1 source for high-quality latex masks. The clock is ticking. Don't miss out on all the fun this year. Order now. Make it a happy, happy Halloween this year with Silver Shamrock." Happy Halloween indeed. Let's get to the figures. Alright, so here's the figures and all of the accessories that come with them. Just going to kind of go down the line with the accessories first, then we'll talk about the figures. First, we have the television set. Typical 80s TV, very reminiscent of the one that comes with the They Live figures that I reviewed not too long ago. This one is lenticular. As you can see, it says Silver Shamrocks, and then it has the pumpkin. And if you've seen the movie, the song is stuck in your head for, I don't know, the rest of your life.
Happy, happy Halloween, 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 happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
Really good representation there, and then it does have a little bit of a notch back here, so you could mount it to your wall, with a thumbtack or a nail or something. Also comes with these trick-or-treat bags. No trick-or-treaters complete without their trick-or-treat bags, and it looks like the hands that are on them right now lend themselves to holding bags. We have 2 of these kind of paper sacks. Maybe they're pillowcases. I know I used to go trick-or-treating with pillowcases when I was a kid. So we have 2 of those, and then we have one here that says trick-or-treat on there. Kind of more of the plastic style that we also had back in the 80s. I'm assuming they have them now too. I don't know. Every one of these figures comes with alternate hands, so we'll take a look at those right now. All the alternate hands are similar, so there's no need to go through all 6 of them, but there they are. And these hands are more for like the alternate heads, so it can look like they're, gripping onto their heads in pain, but you can see they're just posed, kind of halfway gripping in terror. So you get a right and left hand for each of the children. I'm going to go ahead and move those aside. Like I said, they're all the same, so no sense in going through all 6 of them. We'll talk about the pumpkin jack-o'-lantern first. It comes with this alternate head, which again has snakes and bugs. This is a famous scene when the child of a couple that is getting a tour of the factory of Silver Shamrock. They kind of show Dr. Chalice what exactly his plan is in a very James Bond-esque type moment.
All right, roll it.
It's time. It's time. Time for the big
This is just the same old stuff.
Halloween has come. All you lucky kids with Silver Shamrock masks, gather round your TV set. Put on your masks and watch.
Honey, don't get too close. You'll ruin your eyes.
Jack-o'-lanterns. Gather round and watch. Watch the magic pumpkin. Watch.
I think this whole thing is a big joke. I mean, look at this. I mean,
That was definitely one of the more grotesque things I saw as a child. The witch's face, also with the bugs and kind of the snake and decaying. And then, of course, we have the skull, which is doing the same thing. Again, another eyeball. And the mask is kind of breaking and just ripping away as it, like I said, melts their face. The witch also has a hat. Just a, soft rubber, hard rubber on top. Just a soft rubber hat. Go ahead and set that aside. Let's get to the figures. I'm assuming all the articulation is going to be the same for all of them, so I'm just going to go through one of the figures as far as the articulation goes, and then we'll do a detailed review of what they have on their person. So the head turns back and forth, up and down, side to side. Arm, rotate at that ball at the shoulder. Elbows bend, wrist turns, and the hands. Not really a lot of bending back and forth in the hands there. We do have a bend at the waist, and then of course we have the hips moving out and back and forth, and a bend at the knee, and then we have the feet, which just have the bend at the elbow, and then it turns on that ball up at the hip. They stand pretty easy. I didn't have too much of a problem standing them, just finding the balance point like you do. So they stand pretty nice, but they also all come with the peg holes on the bottom there, so you can get peg stands for them. Let's talk about the details on this. This is, of course, the jack-o'-lantern. The detail of the pumpkin. He's a happy little pumpkin. Jack-o'-lantern. There's the Silver Shamrock, and there's, of course, the logo. Some weathering on this mask, so it looks like an old dirty pumpkin. Old dirty jack-o'-lantern. There's the top side. Again, he just wears a black jumpsuit because he's like, I guess I'm a pumpkin. And he's got his blue sneakers on. Next, we have the witch. And the witch, her head just popped off. Her head movement is very limited because she's got this cowl right here. And so the cowl, if you turn it, it doesn't really turn that much. So we have limited head movement on the witch. So that's what separates her. We do have a wire form in the outfit right here at the top. So we can pose this to give it a little bit more of a dramatic, maybe like it's windy or a cloth-like impression without it, just bunching up. And then, of course, the witch is just wearing a skirt, or a dress, I should say, made out of kind of a plasticky cloth. Plasticky cloth? You can hear it. Type of material. And then they have their tennis shoes on as well. The hat fits on the pumpkin. So, of course, the witch doesn't have the hat on. The pumpkin has the hat on. Because why not? The jack-o'-lantern has the hat on. So there you go. The hat is for the pumpkin. Now, for all those people who were getting ready to comment, hey, you moron, the hat's for the pumpkin, you don't even have to bother commenting because I already figured it out. Last up, we have the skull. And again, this is one of my favorite masks. I think this is probably my favorite mask of the three. I just love that. And you can see the slit in the mask there, the detail. It's a really good representation of that. He's wearing a jumpsuit. He's part of the Cobra Kai. He's got his skeleton jumpsuit. And then, of course, he's got his tennis shoes as well. Backside, more of the same. Just Velcroed right there, up the back. I think I'll probably just display them. I'll probably just display them like this with the TV. And not have the decayed heads. Although the decayed heads is the way to go with the pumpkin, because that's the one that you actually see in the movie. So maybe what I'll have is these two without it. Let's go ahead and do that right now. We'll replace this guy's head and make him watch the TV while these two are just holding their trick-or-treat bags. All right, and there we have it. Two kids getting ready to go trick-or-treating while one kid was sitting there watching TV. TV will rot your brains, kids. Halloween 3 told us so. Out of 5 Pamela Voorhees heads, these get a definite 5 for me. I love these figures. I think they are awesome. They're just what people like me, collectors, fans of Halloween 3, both have been wanting. And I think the detail is great. The accessories are great. The only other thing we need from Halloween 3 now is maybe some of the robot security guys and a Dr. Chalice. That would be awesome. If you like this video, please click the like button below. Also, if you haven't yet subscribed and you feel so inclined, click both the subscribe button as well as that notification bell. We are the Swearwolves Horror Podcast, and we do a weekly show in which we review horror movies. So please check us out by searching for The Swearwolves wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. You can also visit our website at theswearwolves.com. So, for The Swearwolves, I'm Brett. Hi, this is Brett with the Swearwolves. And when I'm not editing videos or creating content for YouTube, I just sit here and wait. And wait. If you like the video that you just saw, go ahead and click that button right there. And if you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and click that other button right there. I'll wait.